Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to American Pro Wrestling. On Saturday night, March the 20th, we got a big night of wrestling following the fallout of the, what the heck did we have here last week? The Boogeyman Jam?
Yeah, Boogeyman Jimmy Valiant was here last week. And man, it was a hot show. It was a very hot show. The crowd was wild. It was packed wall to wall. But yeah, last week was good. But now that's out of the way. We got hot action here tonight, Danny.
That's right, we do. We got several big matches of television scheduled for you as we count down till next Saturday night, in which we will have the Bunkhouse Stampede Rumble. Bunkhouse Stampede Rumble. And we'll get into that more later, the rules on that. I'm just watching Thunder. He seems to be kind of agitated with Bubba Hogg. But you ought to know when you're coming to wrestle Bubba Hogg, you ain't exactly going to have a clean match. You're going to go in there and throw punches.
Yeah, it's going to basically be a barroom brawl when you're in there against Bubba Hogg. I mean, you look at the man. The man came to work. I mean, when I mean came to work, he meant come to get dirty. The man's got on jeans, boots, and a T-shirt. I mean, he plans on doing some damage, man.
He doesn't get along too well with the Moonshine Express, even though they kind of cut out of the same cloth. But they not exactly what you call friends. I mean, I was going to ask you, did you find out anything on a few weeks ago on TV here? I asked you, did you find out anything on the scoop with Bootleg Dave and Mud Lick, Kentucky?
Well, yeah, actually, that's why I wasn't here for the latter part of the show last week. I got a phone call from one of my sources, and he said he made a wrong turn at Albuquerque and got lost. And so he's up in the woods, up there in the mountains somewhere, and I don't know where he is.
Albuquerque?
Yeah.
It's New Mexico, and we're in South Carolina.
Hey, I don't know what's wrong with their sense of direction, but hey, I told him where to go, and how he got out there, I don't know.
What's that got to do with Bootleg and Mud Lick, Kentucky?
Your guess is good as mine.
You ain't making too good a sense, but...
Well, my source, I told him where to go. I gave him the address. I think what he did, he got in the Bootleg stash before he hit the road. Yeah, so that's how he could have ended up out there.
I understand, though, that the legitimacy behind it is that Bootleg and Hillbilly Jim were just acquaintances at one time, and somebody did ask a question a while back, and we're going to have to ask Bootleg about it later, about does he know how to do a mule kick? And you probably don't even know what that is.
Oh, I know what a mule kick is. I've seen one done a couple of times or two, and it looks pretty painful when you're getting hit in the mush with both of somebody's feet.
Usually the guy has his back to you, jumps up in the air, no 3 count, and he hits you with that like a drop kick.
Well, yeah, that was it's a pretty painful move. They just jump up and kick you in the mush, man, while they got their back to you, and it don't feel good.
And Joey Reimer, and it is the current APW Internet TV champion against the former TV champion, and you can't miss feet like that when you try to step on them.
You got that right. Look like some aircraft carriers or some skis.
Big stumps going up on the top of a tree.
Now, what is Squeeks doing? He is wrestling with one arm and holding the belt. What in the world is that?
I don't know, but you got to get that belt out of his hand, though.
Is this a new technique or something we don't know about?
know, but that belt's a weapon. You got to take it away. You got to.
He came back and bit him too.
Yeah, you got to get it away from him. And
it looked like it worked.
Right. All right, he tumbles outside, but just enough to get himself winded. Was gonna say, wait a second. Oh, Reimer hits.
Man, that suicide dive, man. He took out Squeeks and about took himself out.
It looked pretty scary the way he landed. Like he could have got hurt.
Hence the suicide dive.
Yeah. Don't want to go out that way.
Is that who?
Sinton. He really got him on a run now, but I was saying this past week I did have a moment to talk to I don't know if you can recollect when we were here a few weeks ago and Bobby Diamond was here, Squeaks' dad. You had a big major altercation. Yes, with Damian Legion and Squeaks, and they did attack Bobby Diamond, who's trying to talk some sense into Squeaks the Clown. And Bobby he got beat up pretty bad in that altercation. But speaking to him, and this was not a televised interview, it was off the record. Well, hey, he told me, he said, Danny, I will be back. I don't know when, and I can tell you, we'll be in Boiling Springs, South Carolina, at the APW Arena, and I will come back to straighten the Squeaks out. And I do have a problem now with Damian Legion too. And he said, I can't give you a date, I can't give you a time, but I can give you the place. He said, I don't like what he's done to my son, and he knows he's in for when he comes back, he's not in for a fight. He's pretty much in for a war.
Yeah, that's going to be the best way I can describe it, a Jerry Springer episode times 10, that fight, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad because, I mean, like you've known Squeaks for a long time. He didn't used to be like this.
No.
And he got tangled up with Damian Legion, and, I mean, granted, he got some gold, but the way he got it and the things he's been doing in his matches, that's not Squeaks. We know that. It's Damian Legion's gotten in his head.
For a while, he had a pretty successful tag team with Dump Truck, and then all of a sudden Legion got into him and turned him right into evil. But prior to that, I'm not going to get on to his case or nothing, but this guy was just on a treadmill. He wasn't getting any better. He wasn't getting any worse. He wasn't getting title shots. He wasn't gaining any ground.
Yeah, he just hit his plateau.
Yeah,
he hit his plateau. But now look at him, though. I mean, look at him now.
He got out of that pit.
Yeah.
And now he's
in bed with the devil. That's the best way you can describe it.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's in bed with the devil.
He rose above the ashes.
Literally.
I mean, for sure. And, I mean, what do you do? I mean, I don't know. All right. Oh, flapjack.
Man. I'm about to say, Squeaks ain't gonna win it like that.
Squeaks.
Yeah, you drop him on his face like that and mess him up pretty bad. And missing that leg drop. Jay Stunner on the next week or so, you got 6-man tag action. What you got to say?
Me and Chuck are still going to be the APW Tag Team Champions. That's a fact.
We know the belts ain't up in that, but you got this Antonio Morgan as your partner, taking on Johnny Z, Buddy Burke, Jay Eagle, the legend. I mean,
we just decided to even the odds a little.
We coming to wrestle, we coming to fight. What's the story?
We coming to prove a point. Squeaks don't want no more Joe Saturday Night Rhymer.
Well, he missed with that big dog bone. Oh, come on now. We've seen this old dog and pony show before.
The match by disqualification, Squeeks the Clown.
And Joey knows that he got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, that was the best railroad job I've seen in a couple of years.
Yeah, pretty bad. I don't think nobody liked that at all.
And what's messed up, we talked about it earlier, doing anything to win, and you saw it right there. Some dirty, underhanded stuff. This is not like Squeeks, and I hope Bobby Diamond talks some sense into him.
It's going to take a whole lot more talking.
Well, we're just going to have to see what happens, but hopefully, whatever happens, we get the old Squeeks back, because I do not like this Squeeks right here.
No, this here is stunk.
So, you're saying I booed you. I didn't boo you. I did not boo you, Squeeks. I can't think of a single person here that would want to. But, next week, you and me, you and I, both of us together, one of me, all three of you, right here. Right here. No disqualifications. You bring your boat, I'll bring mine.
All right.
Match is one call. Introducing first to come to the ring by the role model, Chris James, weighing in at 220 pounds from Danville, Pennsylvania. The real deal, Brian Bullet. And his opponent, weighing in at 287 pounds from Spartanburg, South Carolina, Chad Colt.
Oh, well, we knew it was going to happen
Oh, man.
right before it started. And Chad Colt
Cleaning the house.
by himself, too.
Oh, man, he's cleaning the house.
Man, I tell you, he didn't expect that at all.
Look like, little meeting of the minds right there.
Headbutt.
Yeah. Good Lord, man. Chad Colt laying some heavy hands on Brian Billy's jaw.
He lost his cool right there. You know, they've been kind of feuding here lately a lot. And I'm going to tell you something about Brian Bullet. He may not win every match he goes out there to have. But he never, even though he wins and he loses, but you're going to know come Sunday morning you're in a fight when you fought him.
You got that right, man. He's what they call a little stiff. But yeah, he'll fight you though, man. It ain't gonna be scientific. It ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be none of that. It's just gonna be a straight up back alley fight when you get in the ring with that guy.
He probably needs a manager of some kind. I hate to say, and because he's got all the tools to do good, and whoever could just make him a whole lot more meaner and a whole lot nastier and rougher. He's missing something. I don't know what it is.
Well, Danny, you might want to throw your hat in there and get some extra employment, you know, and see if you can straighten him out.
I couldn't feed him, but anyway.
Oh, okay, well, I guess you automatically disqualified because he looks like you can tell he looks like he likes to eat.
You ever seen Rocky when he was in there in that meat room, that big...
Yeah, that meat locker.
He'd clean that thing out.
Yeah, Brian Billy.
Come out fighting.
Man, but right now, Brian is slowing this thing down and stomping on them fingers, man. He's stomping on them fingers. He's slowing it down. And, uh-oh, no, wait a minute. Chad's going on the outside. And you know who's out there.
Chris James.
And it looks like Chris James is having some liberties out there with Chad Colt.
And this might be a situation where if it keeps on going like this,
it looks like, almost, if he turns him, it looks like going for a sharpshooter or stinger death lock. If he can turn him.
He's going for a sharpshooter more or less, but if he can get him turned.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he can get him turned.
Well, we got interference right there, so
yeah,
you couldn't tell how that was going to go.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying pretty good, but he couldn't get him turned. And Chad Colt with a nice little kick to Brian's ankle, trying to get him. Oh boy,
that ain't good.
That's not good. This is nowhere where Chad needs to be on that outside. This is nowhere he needs to be, nowhere out there, because you know him and Chris James are not the best of friends, and they're not going to be trading Christmas cards no time soon.
Right, they've been in there in a few big grudge matches a time or two, too. And we knew it was going to get kind of rough, possibly.
Yeah, it was going to get a little chippy. You know, we know this. These three do not definitely, you know, have very much love lost for each other.
Don't G-Haw.
No, not at all. Not at all. They are definitely oil and water. They do not mix.
Some people may not know what G-Haw means, but they don't have any chemistry.
None whatsoever. Man, but I tell you what, Chad Colt's in a bad way right now. He's down and out. It's not looking good for the guy. And Brian is really just slowing this thing down, taking his time, and breaking Chad down systematically. That's what he's doing. He's breaking him down, and hopefully he's going to wear him down just enough where hopefully he can get a pin.
Yeah.
And once again, good Lord, Chris James again. Chad's basically in a handicap match here.
He's pretty hot.
Yeah, and you saw him throw Chris James' head into the ring post, and it's simple math. Head versus steel wins every time.
You just can't keep going like that.
No, you can't. But I know something. Chad's got to do something. He's got to do something to get back into this match. He definitely needs to do something to get back in this match.
It really threw him off because we pretty well figured this was going to be a fist fight.
Oh, speaking of the devil coming back and fist fighting, it don't look like Brian Billy's going to be fighting with nothing if he gets that arm broke right now in that cross arm breaker from Chad Colt.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think that Chad probably knew this was going to be a fight, but I didn't think he thought it was going to be nothing like this.
Yeah, he knew he's had a one-on-one match, but it ended up being a handicap match because you got to keep an eye on Chris James. He's the factor in all this.
Could be something. He could be the one key thing to upset the entire apple cart.
Exactly. Yep, because, you know, you can be riding down the road and have that flat spot on your tire and just name it Chris James because it's going to mess up everything.
Yep.
Chad Colt looks like he's got him in a Kimura almost, it looks like. A Kimura arm lock, it looks like, and how long Brian can stand in that without giving up. Oh, he got the ropes. I say a few more seconds, Brian would have been tapping out.
We couldn't exactly tell the angle, but we knew he had him in trouble there.
Chad needs to keep his eye on the ball and quit talking to the referee. He forgetting he's got a match in there, man. And Brian Billy's not going nowhere no time soon.
Don't look at it. They're duking it out.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. See, there it is again.
Start when they get back from Texas.
Do what?
Start when they get back from Texas.
Wait a minute. We had a 3 count, didn't we?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Wait a minute.
Here's the match, Brian Bullitt.
What the? I bet you when we go back and look at the replay of this, Chris James got something to do with this. I bet you my bottom dollar Chris James got something to do with it.
Something happened. We were preoccupied with a lot going on here. I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you, Chris James had something to do with that. There's no way possible. We're going to have to go back and look at the replay. Matter of fact, I'm going to get on the horn and I'm going to call the colonel and sit down with him and have this reviewed.
All right, here we go. Bootleg Express. It's a battle of the perfect storm. What I say? I said, the Moonshine Express. Well, I said the bootleg.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, darn, I didn't.
Matter of fact, I think that's their cousins that wrestle up in West Virginia.
I didn't even.
I think that might be their cousins that wrestle up in West Virginia.
I didn't even catch what I said.
You need to quit hanging out with Dave before you do these shows.
Oh man, I don't know what happened to me.
What they're drinking is what happened to you. I told you need to quit hanging out with Dave, man. You got to be in your right mind.
Pretty well slipped off right there. Man.
I wonder if that stuff's unleaded or has ethanol in it.
In your head, it makes sense. It comes out. I'll take a look.
I wonder if that's what happened with Dave all the time.
And as a result, he ain't been repaired.
Oh my goodness. No. Okay, I'm not. Is AJ Frost actually trying to ask Big Ugly for a test of strength?
Yeah, it don't make any sense.
I was just wondering about that because if you take AJ Frost outside right now and tie him to a flagpole, he's gonna be flapping like a rag.
And Big Ugly look, I guarantee he had about he probably had a bucket of chicken for lunch. Maybe a fourth of a shoulder of a ham.
Yeah.
Come on! Get ready now, do it!
No.
He can't even reach up there!
No. Somebody give him a step ladder. Big Ugly, man.
He's gonna have to outsmart him. That's all he can do.
Yeah, he's gonna have to outsmart him, man. Because as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a slight bit of a size difference.
Oh yeah.
Just a little one. I don't think it's too obvious. What do you think, Danny?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'd say the bootleg Dave Big Ugly outweighs AJ by 200 pounds at least.
Well, and that's on a good day.
Oh yeah.
Before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Well, right now, AJ has him in a side headlock. Or he, what is he doing? Rocking on the sleeve?
Yeah, he's getting ready to go flying. Like I said, they're going to have to out-cheat him, do something.
Out-cheat him? Good Lord, man.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Oh, man, look at that.
He just picked him up and just dropped him like a bad habit. Oh, man, that clothesline turned him inside out.
And they just... I don't know.
Storm's going to have to regroup. They're going to need to talk outside, slow this thing down, and regroup. Because if they're trying to go pound for pound and strength for strength, that's not a wise decision.
Oh, no.
Hey, get the other guy in.
And you know, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You going out in the woods, you got a chainsaw, or you got an axe, and you see a tree, you want to take it down. What you going to hit first?
That's a good question.
You don't know?
No, I have no idea.
You hit it at the bottom. So they might be smart to take some legs out from under these guys.
This is true.
Then maybe work on a little bit of eye gouging and choking and hair pulling.
Yeah, maybe a little, raking at the eyes or something, Not saying that we condone any of that here at APW, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the win.
But if you want to knock that tree down, you got to take it down to the stump.
That is true. And this does not look good for Tyler at all.
But it's little moves like that, like you snuck in with that little punch.
Yeah. Now see, they need to get the big man down. And there you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Get the big. Now he's doing a choke. Cut off the big man's air supply. Keep him. Oh well.
They had something going for a minute.
Yeah, they did have something going for a minute. And this. Oh, good gracious. Bootleg Dave was only able to get a 1 count on that pin.
And Bootleg looks like he's DDT.
Man, he spiked him. And Tyler comes in and breaks everything up. Because that could have been it.
He's really tore up tonight. I don't know what's wrong with Dave. You can tell he's really not quite with it.
When was Dave ever with it? When Dave was a baby, they instead of putting milk in his baby bottle, they put unleaded moonshine.
He yawned and got the doctor drunk.
Zoom in on this, Carol. Yeah. Zoom in, Carol, woman. Hey, Perry, zoom in on this. Stay away, Danny. Stay away.
That's what he was wanting us to. I thought we was going to get a little bit of something.
Arm breaker there.
Yeah.
Now that's what they need to do. They need to keep the big man down. They need to keep him down. Man, it looks like both of them are down. Tyler's coming in and clean the house.
He probably did what I was saying earlier.
Yep, he must have heard you because he's definitely chopping that tree down. Woo. And speaking of chop, and I ain't talking about pork neither.
No.
And we got a tag, and here comes Big Ugly. Man, he putting them doggone size look like 15s in his gut. Oh boy, this is just not gonna be good.
Man.
About to say that was not gonna be good if he did not get out the way. You gotta think, AJ Frost started as a skinny guy. He would have been paper thin if he would have connected with that.
He got cremated. What you talking about?
Nice super kick. Right in that shoulder. Oh man, standing on his shoulder and his head. They are really putting a hurt on Big Ugly's arm, man. They are really putting a... Oh, good Lord. Man, he's going to mess around and... Look, man, he is going to mess around and tear his shoulder and his labrum and everything. I mean, if they keep working on that arm, man, he's going to have to go see a doctor and... Good.
Oh, that one knee.
Man.
Right on the apron.
I've never seen the Moonshine Express in this bad of a situation. Have you?
No. Dave took a shot and fell off the apron. He got a blow right in the leg.
Man, this is just... They have really got these guys hurting, man. Perfect Storm, they are really putting on a decent match. They are really putting on a tag team clinic. I will give that to them.
They knew they had to hurry up and do something.
Yeah, and they're doing it. They're doing it. They're working as a team, and everything is looking real good right now. They're working like a well-oiled machine.
In the beginning, they were getting tore up.
But I think all the pieces of the puzzle are finally starting to fit together now.
Well, they kind of figured that they knew they had to keep on going. In order to win.
Man, if he needs to get in there and make a tag in the worst way, man. Good Lord, he's gouging his eye. Man, this is just... That arm is going to be no good. I hope he's I hope he's right-handed because he ain't gonna be able to sign some checks after this.
He gonna have trouble trying to eat that gravy biscuit tomorrow morning with one arm.
Better put them in a blender and turn them to soup and drink them. Cause
that bowl and turn it up sideways.
Exactly. Man, he needs to make a tag because. This is not good. He needs to make a tag. Woo! Goodness gracious. Air that into about 12th row. That was not a smart move by Frost. Trying to headbutt somebody with a head that's bigger and harder than yours is not a wise idea, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Well, AJ Frost going to the top. Looks like he's going for something big. Oh, and he missed, man. I'll tell you what. That's the high rent district, and it looked like he's missed a couple of payments.
Oh, yeah. Pool was empty.
Very empty. And now he needs to, he got the tag. Here comes Dave. Man, Dave is coming in like a house of fire. A big old body slam there by Dave. Looks like they're calling for the end here. Let's see what happens. Oh, good Lord. Oh, man. Dave took a nasty fall. Man, we got action on the outside now. Dave and AJ going at it. But you got the two legal men in the wing. Big Ugly and Tyler. Oh, man.
He hit that ring post.
And that shoulder. Oh, man.
He hit the ring post and the foot on the rope.
Winner of the match, the Perfect Storm.
Bottom line is he got hurt.
Very bad. Like I said, that math equation, flesh versus steel wins every time, and is undefeated.
Yeah. And it just...
I just hope, looks like Dave's trying to bring in some party beverage, and hopefully that'll help him not feel any pain.
The cure-all.
Exactly.